What do you call you on? Facebook or phone number?
Facebook. His number.
Tell the motherfucker he needs to add me on Facebook.
Alright.
I didn't even realize you went live already. I just seen that you were ready to go.
What are you doing? Oh, okay. Fuck you.
I had to make sure my finger got just in the camera.
Okay, I did get all of that. I did get it. Oh, I don't remember either.
They could see my skeleton-y hands. Looking for your phone?
No. Got it.
Make sure to keep one earbud off so you can hear me.
To eating rabbits and pigs. I honestly think that taking care of it should be my husband's job, since he did this without consulting me. But I'm not going to let it go hungry.
Oh, I'm the bus driver.
I honestly don't think we'll be able to give this thing
You control the bus. Yeah, you can see the bus up and right.
Which is his third since we've gotten him. And I don't think we have the room in our house for anything my husband wants to build for him. This is very expensive and eating into our savings. But it's what he needs, so he can't downgrade. The python does not deserve to live in a tiny space and eat inadequate food because my husband wanted one as a kid. And at the same time, it's just too expensive for us. I don't want kids while we own a python, and these things can live up to 20 years. I don't want to never have kids, which I've dreamed of, because of a python.
There it goes.
But especially the ones about
Oh, that's a finally connected.
I think we should rehome the python, preferably to a wildlife sanctuary or something. I gently brought all of this up to my husband.
You wanna help me,
How worried I am for our cat. How the snake is unsustainable, and all he's done is tell me to get over it. Accuse me of not caring.
We're on the one for Sub Studios.
None of this is true. Not even the last accusation. I like the smaller snakes a lot. How can I communicate productively with my husband about this issue? He already loves this snake, and I think that's getting in the way of him seeing reason. Edit 2. For the snake people, I acknowledge.
Why is my auto glide not working?
Also, I have been informed that the snake problem.
There we go. Now
So take that into account too. I'm not the most knowledgeable about snakes. Update. I just want to say at the beginning, what everyone wants to hear is heard. The snake is gone, and my cat is alright. Here's how it happened. Thursday night, while I was replying to people on my post, several people suggested talking to my husband's friend, who owns Burmese pythons. This experienced reptile.
I got the hiccups. Fuck.
I was very blindsided by the situation and my own anxiety to even think of that. I messaged him on Facebook Thursday night and told him the situation. He was shocked at just how bad things were, but apparently he tried to warn my husband.
I got a legendary vector rifle.
And then jumped into a bird.
Or
It's
be a
like
mom.
thinking owning house cats makes you qualified to own a tiger. But my husband didn't listen. He's been busy going to reptile shows. The dude breeds venomous cobras. He's kind of a tough guy. So he only saw the snake in person once when we just got it, and was immediately disturbed when I told him about the my husband's desire to start it on live food, and the fact that it free roams and is handled alone. He told me he'd come over the next day, Friday, and give my husband a
But you wanna help me find the things for this area?
Never. Not yet. Sure.
I'm in Slab Studios.
I had nothing productive to say, so I told him I'd talk to him later. Well, my husband's friend was so angry at what he saw of the snake that when he got to the house when my husband was home from work, he came in and told lashing of his life. I told him in plain terms after he saw how woefully inadequate we were as big snake keepers.
How do I
There was
remove
no way he was going to let the snake stay in our house. Being yelled at really affected him. When my husband drove over to my mother's to talk to me, he didn't want to kick the puppy. He broke down and told me that he loved me.
Do you know where any of the things are for here?
Nah. Probably.
So don't worry, he's not completely off the hook. It was cathartic to hear though. His friend contacted a herpetology society he works with.
A table that you need.
And then a member of that society whose specialty is rehabbing snakes by taking them to his ranch. So Snake went yesterday to this guy's ranch, where he'll be fed the right food and go on a diet apparently, and live in a space that's big enough for him. My husband and I have talked a lot about this.
Like where all the
Yeah, I know where some of them are, but I don't remember where they are off the top of my head.
studio.
Yeah.
But it still seems like he hasn't learned, which I'm not expecting this early.
I didn't read that bill. You gonna be able to see what you do?
Something like that. Cool.
Never mind, I'm sorry. Let's try again. Or did you go to lobby?
Huh?
Oh, you hit play again?
I thought it did.
So it looks like you're going to lobby.
Damn it. Just hurry up.
I'm gonna wait till you're in lobby, so, we'll play again.
Apparently, he's been having a quarter-life crisis that he didn't tell me about because he feels he should have accomplished more with his life at 26. He never went to college. I feel sympathy for him for that, but that's no excuse to treat me this way. I moved back home with Kitty last night, but our marriage is in severe jeopardy right now due to the lying and the lack of respect my husband has shown me. But I made vows to stick with him, and I don't take those lightly. We're going to be getting counseling, which I hope will make
I'm gonna need to
see
get,
what was wrong with
like, make some pizza rolls or something soon.
response to being in trouble, so to speak,
Good.
and will strengthen us.
I need food in me. You know what I mean?
Consider my options. Update 2. Therapy has been going well. My husband has been doing everything right. He's been contrite, open-minded, and treats me like a princess at all times. I can tell at home that he's making a conscious effort to listen to my opinions and thoughts and incorporate our therapist's suggestions into our lives. I feel like the hugest jerk saying this, but I don't think it's been enough. Over these past weeks, I've had to come to terms with the fact that something about how I view my husband has fundamentally changed. And finally, after extensive soul searching a few days ago, I realized what it was. I have no respect for his intelligence anymore. After all this, that is very, very important to me. And now he's gone, and I just don't know how I can come back without him getting a personality overhaul. It's ruined my physical attraction to him. I used to have high libido, but after all of this, I don't. Despite all the changes he's making, he's still himself, and I just don't like him now. He still is moody, absent-minded self who needs me to balance the checkbook and pack his lunch. I can't respect that anymore. I don't want to be his mom or a naggy sitcom wife. I used to love doing these things for him. Throughout our relationship,
You said you know where all of the crystals are here?
Yeah, I can show you right now.
And they all tell me to wait longer. When I feel like I found out something fundamentally about my husband, I wish I never had. But then nothing can be the same now. Am I the jerk for going to my birthday dinner without my husband when he wasn't ready on time? I'm 40 feet now. It was my birthday a few days ago. We had a reservation for a table at a nice restaurant at 7 p.m. It takes about 20 minutes to drive to the restaurant, so I plan to leave the house at 6:30, switching out my time in traffic for picking up my father. My husband, who we met just Sunday, worked on his car about half an hour before we came to the table. At 6:30, when the kids and I were waiting by the door, he was still cooking. He hadn't changed.
Ah, fuck, she's one tap, Sam.
But it got to 6:50 and he still wasn't ready yet. So
He's a one hit, other than the shield you just got back.
He's always the last one to be ready. Normally I can tolerate it, since it only sets things back by 10 minutes at the most. But my
Just ready up.
was important to me, and I had been looking forward to it for weeks. Making us wait for 20 minutes was not okay, so I yelled out that we were leaving, and we left. Because I didn't want to lose the table, since we would have arrived at about 7:20. I called the restaurant to let them know we were ready, and we luckily still had our table. But my husband didn't show up at the restaurant. When we got home, he was mad at me. I told him that I was tired of him not respecting my time and always making people wait for him, and that he could have made his own way to the restaurant. My father agreed with my decision to leave without him, but my kids were a little upset that he wasn't there to have dinner with us. So, am I the jerk? When you say the kids were upset, do you mean they were upset with him or you? OP. The kids were upset because my husband wasn't ready and because I was stressing. They thought he didn't want to spend any time with us. They have personally been let down by him when it comes to things like him picking them up from a friend's house. Is he late for things he wants to do and other things? OP. He's always out of the house on time for work. And yesterday he went to the pub with some friends and wasn't late for that. He tends to only be late for things including the family. He's always late when it comes to family plans. It's really just bad though. It's normally things like getting changed when it hits the time I wanted to leave, or needing to find his wallet and keys, and such with no sense of urgency.
Oh, you were laughing at my podcast?
He changed when I went back to work, although I don't understand how that would affect his time management, unless there's a different reason for him being late. Did he know when we were supposed to leave? OP. He was well aware when we needed to leave. I always given everyone a 30-minute warning, and it was in the diary for weeks. Does he have ADHD? OP. I don't think he does. He was on time for things until a few years ago, with the occasional exception, and he's on time for work and his own plans that don't include family. Not the jerk. You were already late when you left. If you waited any longer, you wouldn't have had a table, and thus no birthday party. When you got home, you should have torn him a new one for deliberately trying to sabotage your birthday party. Put him on the defensive where he should be for his behavior. Really though, when your husband decided to do some work on his car, you should have said, no, you're not doing that. You're going upstairs and getting ready to leave with us. This was a totally predictable problem. In general, you should stop tolerating his lateness. When you do that, it gets worse, not better. OP. I brought up multiple times before, but nothing has changed. I do admit that I can be a pushover when it comes to waiting for him, but I'm sick of having to put other things on hold in order to check if he's ready and being late for family plans. He was late for my mother's funeral last year, and after this birthday incident, I decided not to give him any more leeway and start standing up for myself. He was late to your mother's funeral. OP. He had a meeting he couldn't miss a few hours before the funeral started. He said it overran, but didn't actually apologize. You live like this? OP. Maybe not for much longer. Counseling? OP. I've actually brought up counseling before, and he wasn't interested. He said it was a waste of money and time. Honestly, I'm not interested either anymore. I think our counseling isn't doing any good. On family, my eldest had a school football match last week. He played them, and I wish was in charge of dropping them off, since my thing began about an hour before the party. I told him a week in advance, the day before, and before I left the house, that he needed to be the kitsune party on time. I even followed the advice of some comments in my original post, and I told him the party would be at 12:30 instead of 1, so the kids could be late if my husband wasn't ready to leave on time. At 1:30, I got a call from the birthday boy's dad, asking if my son was coming to the party, and also I saw that I had a missed call from my elders. My husband had not taken them. I rang him several times and he wouldn't pick up, so I called my eldest, and he answered the phone in tears. He said their dad
There's a Frost video out there for you if you want it.
asked him to take them to the party. He yelled and called them whiny brats. I said goodbye to my friends.
No, that's my
and went home to take my kids to their party. They were an hour late.
That's my target.
The kids felt humiliated and missed their
Okay.
party.
I'm gonna start making my way towards them.
Was upset with them. Something inside me snapped, and I decided I was done. Your comments have put my marriage and my husband's behavior in perspective and opened my eyes. I've had a look at some of the literature and such that some of you recommended, and have talked to my dad about what to do next. I spoke to the kids as well about the very possibility of their father and I splitting up. They weren't completely happy with it, which is understandable, but they agreed that it was the right decision. They said that they had felt scared of him on several recent occasions, and they don't trust him anymore, which was heartbreaking to hear. I haven't been happy for a while, and even have the kids, I now realized. In addition to my husband being white and not showing at all, there are other issues in our relationship. And even
Yeah, I found one with you.
Oh, wow. Of course.
justify his behavior or make excuses for him.
Fucking coward. That's the fucking mythics.
No emotional support, which he asked, to treat me or the kids.
Yeah, the black asshole there.
There's nothing I could have done. I need to go get something to eat. I'm sorry. Now play solo as well. I get something to eat, or you want to go with me and figure out what all there is.
I'll just do solos.
What freezer would the pizza rolls be in?
Regular.
The what?
Regular.
Oh, the refrigerator?
My sons and I will go about our lives, and the soon-to-be ex-husband will go about his. Am I the jerk for letting my girlfriend become homeless instead of buying a house for us like she once was? I started dating my longtime friend about 7 months ago, and while I've always had a crush on her and loved her personality, she has a recurring problem. She has a hard time finding and keeping a residence for long periods of time. She has no family that's responsible enough to turn to, and her friends are all either moved out of state or married and they have kids now, so she doesn't have many places to turn to. Not long after we started dating, about a week, she confessed to me that she was behind on her bills, rent, car payment, to the point that she couldn't even provide for herself. Being a longtime friend and now boyfriend, I helped her out by giving her $700 so that she could write her sales. That helped until she became ill and missed a week's worth of work so that she would be behind again on payments. She suffered from a compromised immune system, so I wasn't going to hold that against her. I gave her another $1,000 to cover expenses so that she could have more than enough to make the upcoming payments and still eat. Then her uncle ruins the relationship between her and her landlord, meaning she only has a month to find a new place to live. She refuses to live with a roommate, and after a month, I convinced my parents to let her live with us in my room rent-free. Not long after she moves in, she quits her job, and she looks for a new one, taking about a month to do so. I pay all of her costs at this time for another $600. Then she lands a job at a chain coffee shop and needs a new wardrobe and a dress code. I front the bill for that too, and makeup for about $1,000, including makeup and new clothes. She starts the job and is immediately being harassed by staff for her short height, some not even helping her get things from high shelves. She then got sick and missed more than a week's worth of work. The coffee shop demands she take a leave of absence for some reason, but we decide it's better for her to look into getting an old job back. I pay her expenses for another $700, your state laws, you will be feeling her out forever. The fact that she's comfortable taking and taking and taking from you and your good heart, it should tell you everything you need to know. Hey, I don't have a kind way of saying this to you, but you're dumb. What are you getting out of this? Why does she have a problem holding down jobs? Why does she get kicked out of every place she wants to live? You describe a lot of symptoms, but without looking at the causes for your girlfriend's instability. Why does everyone seem to hate her wherever she goes? Do you really want to buy a house with this person? Well, who do you think is the jerk? OP or his girlfriend? Please let us know. The thing is that some guys today are in a bit of love. My husband, who's 42, is never jealous, and I, 36 female, am broken resentful. I've been married to my husband for 12 years, 13 together, and 3 kids. He proposed 6 months after we got together, and told me he knew by the second date. He is indeed very practical and rational. He's also very caring, kind, and supportive. Just a really wonderful partner, except for one thing. He doesn't get jealous, like at all. By that, I mean if someone flirts with me, he'll just chuckle and move on. Sometimes he'll even deal with them alone. When his friend's father spent the entire night at his son's wedding hitting on me, he just said, "What a loser," and moved on. I even had an ex write a poem and post it and tag me in it. Still, he just said, "Well, cool."
I thought you were gonna put a solo.
How come you're not jealous? He says. Why would I? I trust him.
Here, I'll do this.
A month ago, there were some workers transferred to our department, and among them was my ex.
I entered sleep mode so you're able to do solos.
We kept a very shallow contact.
You know what I
Like once
mean?
a year for happy birthday text. When I went home, I immediately told my husband, and he said, "Cool," and then started talking about something else.
But I need to use the bathroom, so I'll do that.
But I said, "Zeus, I just told you what good podcast listening."
Of course. Misses by a half a fucking centimeter. Fuck off. Fucking dumb. Horses.
Horse.
Course, this piece of shit shoot to the fucking right. Because between it and hit point blank thing in front of it, that'd be too much to ask for.
Lost a couple games while I was in there. I'm probably gonna want to get in the shower here in like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to warm up, you know what I mean?
Time to fuck the lobby over. Kill Roy off the map.
I love how you can thank yourself for being the bus driver. You know?
I didn't do that shit.
Huh?
That's gonna tell you. Hey, this thanks me.
I'm still fucking cold. You know what I mean?
Really nice.
I might borrow them hoodies later. Like when we go to the bowling alley.
Let's use those shield pots to talk to you.
You fucking kidding me?
You like the couple? What's that wooden thing in front of the toilet there?
Something mom's, I don't know what it's called.
Huh?
Something of mom's, I don't know what it's called.
taking them off before I go in the bathroom for a shower. I also don't know where the towels are in, and I need help figuring out how to run the shower because it's been so long. So I'm gonna wait till you finish this game and have you help me. Sound good? I'm gonna go see if Mom is in the bathroom before I get in. Because she's at that. I don't want her to come up and be in the shower and use the bathroom. Yeah. What you need? What? You shouldn't need what? I don't know. I didn't want to bother her. She had her headphones on. You know what I mean?
Kangaroos can and will wake you up. That's right, just because it's not venomous doesn't mean it can't knock you on your ass. And Australia's most iconic marsupial can do just that. Wow! They are way bigger than our biggest species. Sweet and the iconic types that got first jumped on the tree. Just like that, they got us in the outback and the fantastic. They'll shoot also listed by the team.
So is Chris still coaching the bowling?
Yeah. Yep.
It'd be nice to see Chris again. It's been a while. mean?
Yeah.
I miss the old music. What about Sue?
Yeah, she's. I don't see her as author. Chris usually are on Wednesdays because he does the same thing I do. Sue is sometimes there if one of the guys can't make it and she's the substitute usually.
Yeah.
But she's there every once in a while. Like she was there a couple weeks ago. She was there. Or actually last week.
Like if you do team leagues, yeah, and I want to be your teammate again. So, you know what I mean? I believe me and you did really well together when we did. Because us getting third place in state was amazing. Was it not? At least for our league. Do you guys still talk the league? Will you help me get this stuff around and
Sure.
I'm sorry. I distracted you. I know. I wasn't trying to distract you, buddy. Remember, stay in the good mood for bowling.
Fucking time I can walk anymore.
Okay, so just get out. I thought you chose,
Yeah.
King. Ice King.
I did. This is the battle pass.
Oh. The one shower. I'll try to be quick. I'm sorry.
Not sure.
Probably should. I'm drinking my water real quick. I'm just gonna do stream.
Actually, right.
Violations in very short time. Well, this isn't enough to warrant suspension, Chief.